Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be on skincare, and you can tell it's a pretty chill day with me. I'm just in my hoodie, but I decided that I wanted to do this video, and I want to first say that anything I ever once said about the Clinique 3-Step Skincare System, I still 100% stand behind what I said about that, and I still totally love that. But I have a new skincare routine, and it is actually involving, well, mostly Laura Mercier products. And the reason I'm doing this is because my sister just put up a video where she talks about the new Laura Mercier product she got and how it's really helping her skin. And I can vouch for her. She has the prettiest skin right now that I've ever seen her have in my entire life. So she has dry skin, and she showed you what she uses for dry skin, but I have the opposite. I have oily skin. So I kind of wanted to do this video, and you guys can watch it, and then if you have dry skin, you can go watch her video, and that way we kind of have all the bases covered. You know what I mean? So I've done a lot of skincare videos before, and pretty much every single one has had to do with the Clinique 3-Step Skincare System, which I still love, but I have come to find that my acne comes back and it's worse when I don't wash my face. And a lot of people have cystic acne that no matter how many times you wash your face, it's not going to go away. And that's not what I have. I just get little white heads that come when I'm too tired at night and I don't wash my face. I wake up the next morning and I have some breakouts, and I get in habits where I wash my face every single morning and night for like, you know, months, and then I don't do it for like a week because it's just a really stressful week. And that's not okay. So we shouldn't be doing that. But anyways, I have lots of skincare routine videos up, and I'll link them in the sidebar. And in my most recent one, I think, my last one that I did, I talk about my experience with Accutane, so you can go watch that if you want to. It did not work for me. I was extremely allergic and I had to be pulled off of it pretty much immediately, but I talk about that in another video. So I went to Laura Mercier with Elle, my sister. She's also a beauty guru here on YouTube, and I'm going to link her video over in the sidebar and her channel. But basically, we went in and we went because we each wanted to get a new foundation because the one we were using, the texture of our skin wasn't as pretty. So we went in and they started talking to us about skincare, and of course we just got sucked in. And this is a pretty expensive skincare line, so I recommend it only if you really care about your skin. And I know pretty much everyone really cares about their skin, but if you're willing to invest in your skin, and that's one of the one things that I am willing to invest money in my skin because it is a big part of my everyday life. I mean, I'm on camera pretty much every single day, and I don't like when I'm editing a video and all I can stare at is, oh my gosh, I have major breakouts, you know, on my forehead. So that is why I decided that I was just going to go in, and my eyelashes has a review on it that I'll link in the sidebar as well. The sidebar is just going to be full of links and videos and, you know, all that stuff. Just go and read the whole sidebar. Anyways, this is the Clarisonic Plus, and I used to use the Maya, M-I-A, missing in action. No, I think it's the Maya, I guess. I used to use that one, but I really like how this one beeps every time you're supposed to switch sections on your face. Or it doesn't beep, it does a little bzzz, like it like vibrates, and you can like tell. Anyway, so you have 15 seconds on your forehead, 15 seconds down your nose and your chin, 10 seconds on each cheek. So I really like this, and I have to give a lot of credit to this for keeping my skin so clean because it really digs in and gets all of the makeup products and stuff that you used during the day. It like kind of sucks them all out of your pores so that it doesn't sit there. But that is a huge thing that I am completely in love with. I love my Clarisonic. And look, it even has my name on the back. How pretty! Okay, so the first thing I do in the morning is the one product that I've already talked to you guys about, and I talked about it in my February favorites video, but it is the Laura Mercier Face Polish, and it is an exfoliator. Now, you should exfoliate your skin. I said in my last video every 3 to 5, not every 3 to 5, 3 to 5 times a week, and a lot of people were like, wow, I only do it once or twice. So it's really personal preference, and it depends on the exfoliator you're using. This one has tiny little crushed up pearls, and it is soft enough that you can use it every single morning, which I love. I love that I can use it every morning because if you notice, the day that you exfoliate your face is the day it's the smoothest, and you get that every single day when you use this product. So this is my #1 holy grail product that I will probably never stop using in my entire life. But anyways, it's also kind of rough enough to slosh off all your dead skin cells. But yeah, I'm loving this. I use about a dime size of this every morning. The next thing I do is wash my face, and this is a one-step cleanser. It has makeup remover, which is great at night. It is a cleanser, so it'll clean your skin, and it's a toner, so you don't have to use a toner afterward. I love this product. You would think, well, why would you use that in the morning if you don't have any makeup on? Because it still does cleanse and tone my face. So I use this in the morning. I usually use about 2 pumps. I feel like 1 pump doesn't really scrub in as well, so I use 2 pumps. I rub it between my fingers like this, and I put it all over my skin. Or not all my skin, just my face, and I take my Clarisonic and I buzz that in and then I rinse it off. So I shower every morning, and those first 2 products I use in the shower. Then the first thing I do when I get out of the shower is use my Illuminating Brightener. This really gives my face a glow that I just can't even explain. So I just rub it in my fingers and I kind of pat it all over my skin. And I really focus where I want to be highlighted, so where the light would naturally hit you. So the top of your cheekbones, down your nose, right over your eyebrows, and right here on your chin is where I mainly focus this. And then I just pat the remainder over the rest of my skin. And this, you can really tell, does brighten up your skin. It totally gives me a kind of glow, which if you have oily skin like me, you know that the word glow and dewy we try to stay away from. We like more matte because we already have kind of glowy, dewy skin just naturally. This, I can't even explain how it makes my skin. I feel like I'm sparkling. Like I feel like I'm a vampire out in the sun or something. The next product I use is the Tone Perfecting Cream, and this is amazing if you have acne scarring, because what it does is, like it says, it's tone perfecting. It's really going to help disappear those acne scars. And I have been using this a little less than a month. We went to New York on February 11th, and I didn't buy this till the end of our trip. So I bought this around like February 14th. Actually, I think it was on Valentine's Day. I think it was February 14th. I bought this, and I've been using it every day since, and I'm already being able to tell a difference, which is amazing, because I know that you guys know if you have acne scarring, you can try all of those products that say that they are going to, you know, remove your acne scars, and it's really not possible, but you can lighten them, which is great. So that is why I use this, and I use it in the morning. And then the last thing I use in the morning is my eye cream. I've never used an eye cream before, ever, and that is because I thought that, okay, my silly little brain, and I don't think this is very silly, because if you think about it, it's very scientific for me to think this way. I like to think it is anyways. I thought that if I started using an eye cream too young, that my skin would get used to it, and when I get older and have kind of like wrinkly, baggy skin right here, when I started using an eye cream then, it wasn't going to work as well because my skin would be immune to it. But the lady that helped me at Laura Mercier said that that is not what happens, that you use different ones throughout your lifetime, and she gave me a firming one because I have kind of dark under eye circles, but it also, I don't know, hangs a little bit, I don't know. I have like puffiness right under my lower lash line, and it just gets puffy, and it's puffy when I wake up, and this kind of firms it up and makes it a little bit tighter, which I like. So those are all of the steps I do in the morning. You might think that that's a pretty intensive routine, but it goes by really quickly, and it's actually fun. You kind of feel like you're like pampering yourself, like it's a self-made facial. So at nighttime, I do kind of the same thing, but I've added in some steps that I use just because I do get some acne. But I'm noticing that the more and more I just wash my face every morning and every night and don't skip a day or night, I don't get as much acne, and I love it. And then my skin is such a good texture if I'm using all these products. I mean, I can't even explain to you. I wish I could scream it from like the rooftops how these products are like amazing. Anyways, so the first thing I do is I take 2 pumps of this, and I keep my makeup on. People ask me all the time how I remove my makeup, and I used to use MAC Makeup Remover Wipes. This, I just take 2 pumps of this. It gets off eyeliner, mascara, lips, everything. I rub that all over. Be really gentle over your eyes, just because, you know, your lashes have mascara on them, but you want to get it off, but you don't really want to rub them too hard. So very gently put this product on. Then I use my Clarisonic, get all of it off of my skin. When I rinse it off, make sure you rinse off the brush of your Clarisonic too, because it'll be full of your old makeup. So then I rinse off my skin, and a lot of times I still have some black underneath my eyes because, you know, this doesn't get it all off. It gets it off of your eyes, but then it's hard to actually get it off under here. So I take just MAC Makeup Remover, I put it on a little cotton ball, and I soak up underneath my eyes, and then I'm done with taking off my makeup. That is how easy it is. Just this little bad boy. This also cleansed and toned my face. How amazing is that? That's pretty amazing. The next step I do is using the Tone Perfecting Cream, same way I did it in the morning. Oh, and I forgot to mention that you really do not need a lot of this. About a nickel size is all you need, and I like to pat it into my skin first because I feel like if you just rub it in, it's a little bit thick and kind of sticky, and it makes you tug on your skin, which is not good because it'll not prevent premature wrinkles, it will create premature wrinkles, so you don't want that. So what I like to do is pat it into my skin until it's kind of absorbed a little bit and my skin is a little bit slicker, and then I kind of rub it in circles. So I use that. Then I use the eye cream, same way I do in the morning. Then the last product I use is not Laura Mercier. It is Mario, and I hope I'm saying the last name right. I think it's Mario Badescu is how I think I say it. I don't know. But X Sparkage, who is Leisha, another makeup guru here on YouTube, got me to try these products, and this is the drying lotion, and look, it's separated, and you do not shake this up. What you do is you stick a Q-tip through it down to the bottom of the solution and pull the Q-tip out, and it'll be covered in this little pink solution. See, that's what it looks like. So it'll be covered in the little pink solution, and I put it over any whiteheads I have, and this is not good for like cystic acne. This is good for tiny little whiteheads that, you know, you don't really want to pop because that just makes them red. Put this over it. Yes, you are going to go to sleep with pink dots on your face. I do pretty much every night that I have a whitehead on my face, which is pretty much every night. And it's a little bit embarrassing, but I mean, just who cares? Who's going to see you when you sleep? Sometimes I have friends spend the night and they're like, what is on your face? And I'm like, this is going to be a miracle worker. And you wake up and you wash it off the next morning, you just do your normal routine, and you will see that they're like gone. Like, I don't know where they go, they just disappear. So this is another holy grail item that I love, and I have to thank Leisha for introducing me to it, because otherwise I never would have found it. And I bought mine at Ulta. So you can buy it at Ulta, you can buy it online. I'll link it over in the sidebar along with everything else I'm linking over in the sidebar. So that is my everyday morning and night routine. But wait, there's more. I feel like I'm on a little infomercial and I'm like, do. Oh my gosh, this video is 19 minutes long. Okay, really quickly, I just want to show you two other products I have. One is the Mario Badescu Silver Powder, and this helps get rid of whiteheads. And then I have the whitening mask, which helps for, what's it called? Tone perfecting, like getting rid of acne scarring, and these are really working. I like to use the silver powder in the morning and the whitening mask at night, but I don't use it every morning and night. I probably use the silver powder. There are other videos on YouTube. You can just go up and Google Mario Badescu, or Badescu, however you say that word. I'll spell it in the sidebar. Silver powder, and you can see I probably use this about once a week, and I use the whitening mask twice a week at nighttime. Yeah, so that is my new skincare routine. Make sure if you have dry skin, you go check out my sister's, because that is going to probably work pretty well for you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really, really excited because I feel like it takes a lot to get me excited in the beauty product world, because I have tried so many things and I want to go wash my face and use these products. So I hope that this has helped some of you out there who are experiencing the same problems as me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!